Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Hogan Gaming, and I'm back with another video. It's been a long time since I made a video. Honestly, I've been trying to make videos, but every time I make a video, cause if you guys notice in videos, sometimes I put highlights in there, and they have been copyrighting my videos. So, like I said, from now on, I'm gonna try to cut it down, cut down the highlights, or I don't know, to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do about that situation, but today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be talking about the trajectory of Brock Purdy. Now, of course, first year. Just a little career review of Brock, okay? First year. He played 9 games, started 9 games, because Jimmy G, Trey Lance went down. Of course, we both know that year. Brock went on a winning streak. He won 5 regular season games, I believe, in a row. Yeah, I believe he won 5 regular season games. Went to the playoffs, beat the Cowboys, beat the Seahawks. Then went against Philly, lost. He broke something with his UCL. Okay, he's out. Right. I remember the noise. Is Brock gonna be ready? Is Brock gonna be ready? Is Brock gonna be ready? Is Trey Lance a starter? Even I was part of this talk. Then year after that, he throws 31 touchdowns, 11 picks. Pro Bowl, takes his team to the Super Bowl. We lose by 3. So cool. Brock Purdy had a really good year that year. Probably would be MVP if he didn't have that Ravens game. And the year after that, this is where he starts getting a little shaky. Okay, Niners go 6-11, have a bunch of injuries. Brock has 20 touchdowns and 12 picks in 15 games played. Now, I'm not blaming this on Brock because his weapons, trust me, I was watching that year. Ronnie Bell, there was like a bunch of guys that should not have been on the field. So I kind of give Brock grace for that. And last year, I would consider that a good year for Brock. You know, he only played, I think he only started 9 games last year and had 20 touchdowns in 9 games, which is really, really good. That means he's averaging about 2 touchdowns a game passing yards. And plus, we're not even adding in the rushing yards he had, the rushing touchdowns he had too. So that was really good for Brock to have that type of season. The only thing is his turnovers. Year by year, we have seen an increase in Brock Purdy's turnovers, and I'm hoping that that's not a thing to come because when Brock was his best is his rookie year where I think he had like 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Like Brock is at his best when he's not turning the ball over and making smart decisions. So this year, this is basically the sum like predict Brock Purdy stats of or what I expect from Brock Purdy this year. This year, Brock Purdy, I'm not asking for him to make deep throws. I know Brock is capable when he can. But this year I'm challenging Brock to cut down the turnovers. If Brock can cut down his turnovers to like 7 or 8 picks, and even that, I feel like that's something realistic for Brock to set out for himself. 7 to 8 picks. Let's just say he plays 15 games. I don't want more than 8 picks and maybe like 2 fumbles. At most, you can have 10 turnovers for the year. 10 turnovers. So yeah, I feel like if we limit Brock and he only has that was 10 turnovers, that's gonna help us a lot. Because we already know Brock can ball out. He provides touchdowns. He provides yards. Brock does that easily. It's really just protecting that ball. And if Brock can stay under that 10 turnover range, I think Brock Purdy will probably be one of the Pro Bowlers. I mean, really think about it. When ranking Brock in the NFC, right? Right now, people say Stafford's won, which I tend to agree. He just won MVP, so Stafford's won. After that, it's really up for grabs. You have some Eagles fans that'll say Jalen Hurts. Of course, you have some Cowboys fans that'll say Dak. Some Bears fans will say Caleb. Some Niner fans will say Brock. Some Seahawks fans will say Sam Darnold. So it's not really a second Sturm guy. I feel like it's basically Matthew Stafford is for sure number one, and then the rest is up for grabs. unless if I'm missing someone. But I don't think I'm missing anyone in the. Yeah, like I said, everyone in the NFC's up to debate for me. Like you can't say for sure that Jalen Hurts is better than someone like Dak. You honestly can't say. I know Jalen Hurts got the Super Bowl. I know that. So Jalen Hurts, he has a better legacy than Dak. But that doesn't mean he's better than Dak right now. So I don't know. Like I said, JD5 is coming back, so you never know. You never know. So I feel like if Brock cuts down his turnovers, he could be the second best QB in the NFC this year, which would help the Niners a lot. Because if you go back, like I said, every time we have been successful, Brock Purdy has always kind of like kept his turnovers under control. So if Brock Purdy keeps his turnovers in control, I expect a really big year from Brock. All right, what made me discuss this is the prize picks. If you guys go to prize picks, you guys can actually bet on the NFL season stats. I did this recently because I wanted to see like what's the lines and stuff. And I also seen Grant Cohen. Shout out to Grant. I seen Grant Cohen doing it, and he was looking over the lines. I was looking at Brock's lines. His passing touchdowns is 25 and a half, and his passing yards is something like 3,700. Some around there. And I was really thinking to myself, I'm like, Brock can really hit this. Like Brock can really hit these. Like, I'm not trying to be a biased supporter because I also like to think that I'm like truthful. Like I keep it 100. So I know Brock Purdy's he's turnover worthy, bro. I mean, I watch the games. Even if he doesn't throw picks, he's about throwing. He's throwing about 3 passes that could have been picked. Some games. So like I said Brock can cut it down to 10 turnovers. I said that's still giving him room of error. 10 turnovers. So maybe 8 picks, 2 fumbles, something like that. I feel like the 49ers will be back in the NFC Championship because Brock Purdy's, like I said, he's going to put up the TV stats. We know Brock. We have seen Brock. He's going to put up those stats. He's going to put up the passing yards. He's going to do all that. But if he can cut down the turnovers, it's going to get scary.